Welcome to this exciting video in which we take a look at Westeros, the super cool continent created by George R.R. Martin for the Song of Ice and Fire books, or the popular TV series like Game of Thrones, which I pretty much love, my friends, I love it. Westeros is the continent in which most of the action takes place, where Edward Stark or Tyrion Lannister play their Game of Thrones. Well, now let's start the comparing. Well, how can we do that? It's pretty easy. It's actually really pretty easy. We just have to take a look at the wall. The wall is said to be 100 leagues long. 1 league equals 3 miles. So the wall is 300 miles long. Knowing this, we can scale it to match the Earth. Taking climate into account, I would place it somewhere around here, docking onto Greenland. Now we can see Westeros is quite a big continent. Managing something like this in medieval times probably was quite of a challenge, I would say. What we also know is that the Seven Kingdoms, or the Iron Throne, meaning the nation in which most of the action takes place, stretches 1,000 leagues from the wall to the tip of Dawn. Now let's place the Seven Kingdoms at the border of Canada and the US. We can see that it would stretch all the way over the US, over Mexico, through Middle America, down to Panama. You would take quite a while to drive this by car. If we rotate the Seven Kingdoms by 90 degrees, we can pretty good compare them to Australia. We can see that it roughly matches the size of Australia. It's all fantasy. It's all fantasy, my friends. So let's compare Westeros to Europe. Placing the Seven Kingdoms at the northern tip of Norway, we can see that the continent stretches all the way down over the whole continent of Europe, down to Italy and a little bit into the Mediterranean Ocean. This is pretty much the same climate as in Westeros, which I find a very cool comparison. It inspires your fantasy a little bit if you look at it this way and Europe this way. Finally, comparing it to South America. Well, if we put it at the southern tip, we can see that Chile is about the same length as the kingdoms, but we still have the lands beyond the wall, the lands of always winter. We don't know exactly how big they are. Well, we don't exactly know how big Westeros is. It's all fantasy. The lands of always winter may be as big that Westeros would cover the same size as South America. Maybe the lands are even bigger. They would stretch all the way to North America. We don't know. Well, what I do know is I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to thank George R.R. Martin for creating this wonderful series. I hope I find the time to read some more in the books. I haven't finished them, I must say. I'm looking forward to the next episode. I thank you for watching this. I stole a little bit of your lifetime. If you find any errors or something other, you would want to see something more or some different fantasy maps, just comment. And I hope you subscribe, turn in again, and goodbye.